Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 23 yards on the play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Godwin.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Steeler defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Raiders are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hooker to throw it. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hooker. Outright caught by Chosen.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. Pickett will try to throw for this. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now Hooker. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Raiders much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effect. Nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He's got Fuller. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he works free. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Javonte Williams, 64 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders 3. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
All right, let's go.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Off play action. Pickett. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hooker's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Hooker. That's caught by Chosen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Dragon 60. 18 Radler. 18 Radler.
Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Pickett sets up play action. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And the Steelers first down.
Here we go. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal, with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw, Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are pouring it on. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline, because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. that last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pickett on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Steelers.
On the delay, here's Breida. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Pickett. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Trap 50, trap 50.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Throwing. Hooker. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, it's Hooker. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Hooker. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
No, the owner is happy with that one. Here we go, 18.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Pickett back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this down to Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. And they're going to speed things up here. First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.